I know this is your baby, but just ask questions, thank people, just be open to it. And I think people would find out that it's not that bad. Yeah, you might take some things personally, but like I said, if we're all looking for the same outcome here, then you got to leave it. I wanted to ask you also about another thing here, and we'll have to go back to the very beginning of the movie. There's this idea that some people would weigh in on things. And there's a story about a long table, the head of table, the director, the producer would sit at it. They would put chairs around the outside of the room. And what was that? Why was that a problem? How did they solve it? What's the whole purpose of this?
Yeah. He was saying that early on in his time working on some of these things, he noticed that, I think was it at Pixar? I think it was. They had a square rectangular table, and the higher level leaders would sit in the middle, and they would go in order, I think, of a chessboard a little bit. It's like the king and the queen are in the middle, and then the less important piece or whatever, the less titled, at least, I wouldn't say less important, but just the lower titled people moved out to the edges. And he was just saying how he noticed that basically as soon as one of the leadership spoke up and gave their thought, it made it pretty hard for anybody else to, and even the visual component of being in the middle of the table made others feel as though they were less a part of the conversation. They were on the edge of the table. They were on the corner. They didn't have an equal stake on that. And kudos to Ed for realizing this. And he was like, I came in the next day and I said, get rid of that table. Okay. We need to make it more of I think it was more of a square or round. I think they did a square, but the concept was everyone has an equal seat. And let's actually visually communicate that. Everyone has an equal seat at the table. Throw your titles out the door when you walk in this room. It doesn't matter what your title is. Like we're all equal and part of the conversation here.